Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Bitcoin pulling back right now again to 91,000, coming to the lows that I've been expecting for the few days. My orders triggered on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Ethereum activated more Ethereum at 3,200, and Bitcoin activated more Bitcoin at 92 around. I'm going to show you my trades. They're starting to go into the negative now. My account under again 1 million, unfortunately. It's been a wild ride on this account from 150k to 1.3 million, down to 950k, back to 1.1 million, now sitting at 960k. I've got big trades now on Ethereum and Bitcoin. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button, turn on the bell, and I bought some altcoins have been triggering as well. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. And a lot of people were asking me why I was putting such low buy orders. Now you see why. Because you can see here on Ethereum, my orders triggered all the lows of Ethereum, but it just keeps going lower, which is very surprising. If you saw this trade, it was positive 20,000 or 30,000. We went from 3,200 to 3,700, and then it's slowly fading it all back to 3,200. My buys have been nice, always on the spikes low. So my average is quite low, but still getting hammered on this trade. This buy order activated as well. The one that I had at 3,200, the low buy order activated. So now I've got 105 Ethereum. Total is 352. It's down 13k. I've got 5 Bitcoin as well. The Bitcoin orders activated, the low ones. I've still got more orders for Bitcoin at 70k, 87k, and 90k. And a lot of people were asking me, why did I put such low buy orders? Now you understand. Doge also came very close to activating its buy order, but to be honest, I don't really want. I bought Doge here. We pumped all the way to 40, and it pulled back. My Doge is down around. The altcoins are getting hammered. That's what's crazy. All the altcoins getting hit pretty hard, while Bitcoin is dropping. Bitcoin also dropping pretty hard, which is not so nice. 6k on Ethereum. And going into the technicals, altcoins getting. So the market apparently was closed yesterday for for this funeral of some president, Jimmy Carter funeral. So they closed the market for some reason. And during this time, Bitcoin has just been getting destroyed. During the time that they closed the market, we went from, you can see what happened yesterday, we just slowly faded. Look at this, from 102, just faded it all back down. It's not looking strong, Bitcoin, everyone. On the 4-hourly, this is a head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, and shoulder. A massive one. This is very not nice pattern that's forming on Bitcoin. On the 4-hourly. It's trying to hold on, but it already tried to break lower. If this breaks, target would be 75k. Shit. That's a clear head and shoulders. A big one. Shoulder, head, shoulder. I mean, they did create this using this. It's still holding onto the trend line. You can see that I said that this trend line is super important. This 92k mark. You can see last night it spiked down. It went lower. Went to 91,200. This has been the low since 15th of November, when we went to 100k, then it spiked to 90k. Then it went to 104k and then spiked down to 90k. Then we went to 108k and it spiked down to 92k. 99k spiked down to 91k. 102k now spiked back down to 91k. Head and shoulders, but on the 4-hour, this is a clear head and shoulders. Shit. I do not want to close my Bitcoin trades right now after building this position and again being in the negative after it was in the positive. But clear head and shoulders. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Target 75k. Let's zoom out on the daily. Daily, it's just building position, same like here. Similar, it just looks like a more this style because the holidays has been on. But on the technicals, clear head and shoulder. On the daily, we're oversold on Bitcoin. So not really the time to be selling. The time to be selling was when we were overbought here. Time to be buying is when we're oversold down here. So, okay, let's see what patterns we've got. But on the technicals, clear head and shoulders. On the weekly, we've come down, but on the weekly, the stochastic does have more to possibly drop, much more. The stochastic is quite high. Crypto Guru Bot is still a blue buy, which it fired back at 20k in February 2023. Bitcoin indicator bot was right, everyone. Remember when it fired a sell 4 weeks ago? Hasn't fired a buy. It was on the money. It fired a sell at 108, and it's just since then. Bitcoin indicator bot was perfect actually on that call. See, the markets were closed yesterday. The ETF markets have been closed. So that's why it's been dropping. No ETFs. So they're using again this market manipulation. Massive market manipulation. Every time the market is closed, that's when you get these massive drops. It's like they sell when they know that the ETFs are closed. And they did it again yesterday. So these patterns, you're seeing the same thing. This was during Christmas when the ETFs were closed. This was during New Year's when the ETFs were closed. They're using the ETFs being closed to attack the price. Why? Why would they do that? To get the price low? To liquidate people? A lot of people have been liquidated or got hurt in this chop. Because, okay, Bitcoin is not down that much. It's still down like 18%. But altcoins have been destroyed. Like Doge is... A lot of the altcoins gave back all their bull market gains almost. Doge still high. That's why I don't want to buy more actually. But it went to 48, now pulled back to 30. Ton went to $9, no, $8.30, then came back to $4. World went to $4.20 and then came back to $2. Look at that, it gave back the entire bull market gains. Uniswap, it went to $19. Look at this, also almost, like this was before the bull market. This was in June. Then we came down to lows of $4. $10 was at the beginning of this bull market. And look, 4 to 19, pull back to 12, but that's quite big drops on the altcoins. Look at that, and this symmetrical triangle broke to the upside and it's just failed and fallen back in. If it's going to do the same effect, then easy we come down to the next levels. The market is a little bit dangerous. Let's look at the total market cap, 3.1 trillion. Oh, look at this, everyone. It's breaking to the downside. That means we come down 2.6 trillion. Shit. Total market cap broke down to the downside. It closes this candle in 23 hours. Not beautiful. This daily candle is not yet closed. It just opened and fell in. Yesterday's candle bounced and came back inside. But today's candle went underneath and closed. But it's trying to come back in. Crypto market, but it's still on this main trend line that it's been trying to hold for like the last 1 month. This is either the biggest trap and they're going to trap everyone and everyone's going to pile out because they're in fear while the ETFs are closed, and then it goes back inside and does this. Builds pressure and then breaks out. Or this is confirmed, which it's not yet confirmed. If Bitcoin breaks, like it touched that line, 91,200, but we're getting a bounce back. Stochastic oversold. Also, volume is starting to increase. This is when the ETFs were closed. Okay, on Bitcoin, head and shoulders on the 4-hourly. But we're still in this main trend line. We're still on this support. Multiple times it's tried to test this support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 7th time, but eventually it's going to break. Head and shoulders. if this target plays out, really big support would be all the way down. First big support, I would say, is at 86. And that's a small one. 80 is also a small one. The actual only big support is the first major one is at 74. Do I close my trades? Right now, is my account Bitcoin trade 6,000, Ethereum trade 14,000. Account under 1 million. It was back to 1.1 this week. I went to 1077. I went from 998 to 1077 and pulled back 130k. It trapped everyone on that break, on that push out. This is a very difficult choice, but the stochastic is oversold and volume is increasing. So that's the thing. It's like they're trying to trap everyone when this ETFs are open. They're showing a clear head and shoulders here, but they did it only when this Carter funeral was on, and it's like very interesting. But clear head and shoulders, but also not. You can see it's got like one. I feel like it's trapping everyone. I'm gonna stay in my Bitcoin trade. If we break 89, make sure your liquidations can go all the way down to 74. Safest place, I would wait till an 86. This trade already activated from yesterday. It's slightly in the profits. This trade is already active now. You can see, already active. If you're not in a trade, I would wait for 86 and I would DCA down. 86, 80, like set trades that will activate down. So they add more to the trade, but slowly. Like I have on my, this is what I'm doing. You can see my trades right now, but if I can close it right now, okay, it's quite a big loss. I built a big position, but my buys have been quite low. So my trade is actually only down 5k. Same with Ethereum. I've bought the dips quite well. But if it breaks, this will be very not, okay, I need to make a decision. So on the daily, see, it looks like this a little bit. You see how this did the same thing? It just sideways chopped everyone, head and shoulders. Everyone freaked out, liquidated. Everyone got sold everything. And then we had this at 60k. Remember this time? This is when I got chopped out last time. And then it pushed all the way to 100k. But back then, everyone was quite bullish, I would say. Now a lot of people are there's more fear in the markets. This also looks like could be considered Adam and Eve pattern. Inverse Adam and Eve. And the breakdown is the size of the crescent, the hill. 76k. Two patterns. But again, the ETFs are closed. Do the ETFs open tomorrow and everyone panic sells, or do they start buying up this lower priced Bitcoin? Which since the high now, we're already down 16%. I want to stay in my trades on Bitcoin. We're still holding this trend line, multiple bounces off there. They use the ETF to bring it down. I'm going to hold my Bitcoin trades. Right now, I've got 5 Bitcoin and I've got the orders already lower. So you can see here, I've got orders on Bitcoin at, you can see where I've built my position quite around this price. Even one of my orders activating at 91 area. And I've got more orders at 70, 87 and 90. So I'm going to leave these orders. I'm going to leave my trades. It's quite dangerous though. Could be better to get out and set low buy orders. But something with this, they use this holiday to really punish the price. Okay, let's go over the charts again one more time on the weekly. On the weekly, we're in the 4th to 5th wave. This third to 4th corrective wave is in effect. So we're in the corrective wave. It could go all the way down to the first impulse. So 76, very possible. Maybe this corrective wave is not finished. Stochastic is not oversold. Like here was time to buy when the stochastic was oversold. Here was time to sell. I'm staying in my Bitcoin trade on the daily. Daily's oversold. And here you can clearly see what I'm talking about buying and selling on the stochastic. Time to buy based off this. Time to sell. And look, that was before it dropped. Time to buy was when I bought it and it went to 102, and that was time to sell. Time to sell was when it was at 108. You see, whenever the stochastic passes the dotted line, as I teach you in the crypto master course, on the daily, it's time to buy and sell. So this is a sell. This is actually a buy. This is a buy on the chop. This is a clear sell. Then it drops. This is a buy. You see what I mean? This was a buy. Sell, sorry. Then it drops. Then this was a buy. Then we pumped. So right now, the stochastic is a buy on the daily. So I'm going to stay in my Bitcoin trade. Let's go into Ethereum. Ethereum was also an interesting one. I was buying at 3.2. Everyone panicked. We shot up to 3.7, $500 move. And then it just gave it all back the last 3 days. And more. I think they use this public holiday to trap everyone. This trade from yesterday came very close to activating 3.159. We came to 3.152. We came to 3.159. I would keep this trade and try and get in actually on this. And stop loss tight one at 3K. In case this is a big trap and this descending triangle plays out and breaks out. The stochastic is also oversold. It does a little bit look like a weird head and shoulders. But I wouldn't call it a proper head and shoulders. But it does a little bit look like one. This is a difficult decision, everyone. You have to make your own due diligence. Safest place is to go off 2,800. That's a strong support. Safer would be this trend line down here, but I don't think we go under 2,300. Unless there's like some global financial crisis that's massive right now. Lower high it made. This looks like a little bit like an inverse head and shoulders. And on the bigger weekly time frame, you can see massive symmetrical triangles. So it's like huge symmetrical triangle. But see, we could easily come back in one more time. Okay, let's look at total market cap. I need to get more eyes, more perspectives. Total market cap breaking down outside of this triangle right now. Stochastic super overbought. Turning down just the first time it's turning down. So on the total market cap, it doesn't look very nice either. Bitcoin indicator bot fired a buy in 2023 at 1 trillion. Still a blue buy. Bitcoin indicator bot fired a sell up here. Everyone, this is quite a hard decision. You have to make your own decision here. For me, this is quite difficult. A lot of patterns are showing that we're going to break down, like this one, symmetrical triangle. But again, this happened when the markets were closed, when they used this ETF. They did this when the markets were closed. So again, I'm not sure if it's again a big manipulation. So I'm going to stay in my trades, but understand that my trades are small comparable to my account. So yes, my account is going down a little bit and fluctuating, but this trade, so think about like $13,000 compared to 1 million is only 1.3%. This trade, 5,000, is only 0.5% of my account, 0.5%. And this is 1.3% of my account. So if you're taking 50% of your account risk, be cautious. I'm taking 1% and I'm buying more as we come down. Do you understand? So you have to be cautious here. Make sure your liquidations are low. It could get bad, but I think it's being manipulated. Join us in the Telegram. There's 287 people in there. I'm talking right now, people discussing what do you think price would be if Bitcoin goes to 86. Join them, just join the conversation. A lot of people sharing looks nice, but maybe false again. I also think, go check it out, the conversation, join them. All the links are down below. Go down below, join them. All the links are down below. 60K bonus with Bybit, Weex $200 sign up, USA, UK, Australia, and Bitunix 5,500 bonus on no KYC. JamesCryptoGuru.com for the courses and for the Telegram. Some of my students, you can see some of their comments. Bought a Ferrari following your channel. Bought a villa in Punta Cana, made $500,000. Process buying $2 million house. Turned my 2K into 8K. Bought a Harley Davidson Road King. Taking his course is a must. I made $1 million in the past 5 months because of him. You can join them, learn, study, understand, and make sure you jump on the courses soon, because the guru, the website is going to change to Trading University, and it's going to become an entire university trading school. So jump on the courses now before this change happens. The team is going to modify it where you're going to enter a university with everyone learning trading. Love you all. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.